Yo, what's up, guys? How y'all doing out there? Welcome back to the channel. Me and my wife are just talking about the differences about how we get into music and stuff like that. And I was just letting her know, I guess it's always been easy for me on the channel because when I'm out driving on my own, I'll be that kind of guy. I'm just driving and I'll hear like a guitar solo that's just face melting, and I'll be there literally making facial expressions like, Jesus, like by myself in the car. I'm sure people are thinking like, oh my God, is that guy okay? His face is contorting and stuff, but I don't know. I love it. And she says, well, she's more the type to just kind of sing along with the songs, playing a lot of music she knows, you know what I mean? So we're different, but hey, I like that she at least is joining me on the channel and taking a little dive, a little experience of her own. So it takes a lot of courage, babe. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Honestly, I kind of put myself in that position and say, man, how would I feel if I just got thrown onto a channel with as many subscribers as we had and expected to just show up one day? It'd be difficult. So you did something brave and awesome. Thank you. So Dreamboat Annie right here. We did get this request from a longtime supporter of the channel. So thank you for your love, your continued support for the channel. We've checked out some Heart, and one at some point I would love to show you. It was yeah, so it was Crazy on You, but it was a live performance where Nancy is a sister guitarist, and she has a longer like acoustic intro on that one, and it's fire. I mean, these girls go insane on that live. Of course, with the rest of the band, they're more than just two sisters on the group, but the whole band just goes insane and flawless performance. So right here we got requested Dreamboat Annie, which doesn't sound familiar to me by name at all, and it doesn't have like a million views or anything on YouTube, so I'm not sure if it's maybe a deeper cut, but it's been requested, so we'll go ahead and check this one out today. So Heart, I think you and your mom were just talking about them.
Yeah, they were one of the acts that was touring with Def Leppard, Journey, and Steve Miller Band, but I think they canceled because one of the sisters is sick. I think she might have cancer or something, unfortunately.
Yeah, so you brought that up. The Steve Miller Band and Heart, I guess, kind of changed out on that concert depending on where you were. You'd either be seeing Steve Miller Band or Heart, and maybe now Steve Miller Band might be filling in. We don't know, but maybe permanently for the rest of the tour, Heart's out because one of the sisters is sick. And I think your mom said that they were maybe estranged for a while. The sisters not talking and stuff, which I think I have heard of that before. Which is so sad because when they first started, I did hear that people were accusing them, or not people, I think there was kind of a hit piece of another producer who was like jealous and upset that either they left his label or something, made accusations or something about them being incestuous, and really damaged them for a while and really pissed them off. And that's what that song Barracuda was about, is about that, sick individual and record experience that they had to deal with. So it sucks that they went through that together, and then to later on, be unified and fight that and make this amazing name, and at some point become estranged. It's pretty sad. So, but let's go ahead and check out Dreamboat Annie. I don't know nothing about this one, so.
Heading out this morning into the sun. Riding on the diamond waves, little darling one. Warm wind caress her lover it seems. Oh, Annie, dreamboat Annie, ship of dreams. Oh, Annie, dreamboat Annie, little ship of dreams. Going down the city sidewalk alone in the crowd.
Like that little guitar plugged in the background.
I love that.
The lonely one whose head's in the clouds. Sad faces
short and sweet.
Gotta get ready for that one, baby. Yeah, short and sweet. I was already liking the music, and then is that a banjo maybe kicking in right there?
Maybe, yeah.
Once that just rides in, it's like, oh, that's just the cherry on top for me. It sounds really nice. So I'm definitely a tone kind of guy. I like picking up on different instruments. I've talked to the channel about it. That one of my biggest appreciations for listening to this kind of music, because it's not the stuff that I, listen to Tool and Rage Against the Machine. You're not going to get organ, you know what I mean? You're not going to get flute. Yeah. And I just love it. You come back here, you get brass instruments all the time. I get to hear many brass setups. And just now, just a banjo, which we do get in Texas, though. We get it on our country music and stuff. They might hit the fiddle and stuff like that. So we get that sometimes, but I wasn't expecting it from Heart right now.
Nope, definitely wasn't expected.
Yeah.
I did like that. They just had that one little harmony at the beginning where it was just the two of them. That sounded really nice too, but I think that was like the only one that I really heard where it was like...
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. Vocally, it was very soft, which I like an occasional soft song. I talk about range. I like range a lot when you can see the different ways bands are set up and the different types of music they can do. And this is surprising to me, when you hit Barracuda and you hit Crazy on You, and now you come back to Dreamboat and you see their softer side, their more sensitive side. I like that stuff, and I don't quite know 100% what the song is about, but what I got to thinking it was about, sounded like she was talking about a girl and her dreams, right? She's gonna get on that boat, she's gonna go and maybe pursue that. What did you pick up a vibe from it?
I feel like, wasn't there a like a TV show or something that was called like Dreamboat?
Could be.
Maybe. I don't remember.
I'm not the best TV guy. So that's something I tell the channel all the time, because I had been asked early on to do a movie reaction channel. I'm like, I'd actually be the perfect guy for that, I think, because yeah, all this popular stuff everybody knows, I know nothing about. I've gone with her and seen Harry Potter movies, but I couldn't tell you anything that actually happens in the movie because my mind's somewhere else. I'm not even paying attention. I had zero interest. But if I did it honestly for a channel, I'd have to put my interest there and actually pay attention. But Game of Thrones, Sons of Anarchy, Breaking Bad, I know absolutely zero about. So, but yeah, so Dreamboat Annie, couldn't tell you. I don't know. Does it exist? Maybe. But is that what you think, Dreamboat Annie or Dreamboat something?
No, I think there was something. I think there was something like a show or something called Dreamboat or something like that. And that's just what that kind of made me think of.
All right, so we could just go ahead and check out the wiki and see if we can get any other information about what the song's about and whatnot.
Okay, so here we are. Dreamboat Annie, written and recorded by Heart, released in 1976, written by Ann Wilson and Nancy Wilson. And
it's the title track for their album, so the whole album still named after Dreamboat Annie. The song had originally appeared as the B-side of the Heart's debut single, Crazy on You. Okay, so B-side, so those were released together, Crazy on You and Dreamboat Annie. And I know that there's been a lot of requests for Dreamboat Annie on the channel, so it was definitely a hit for a lot of you guys, from what I understand. At least it feels like it when it's coming in. My wife also pointed out there were 3 different versions, or so it appears. We did the 2-minute 2-second one. I hope that's the right one. I see this track 5, but then there's Dreamboat Annie Fantasy Child and Dreamboat Annie Reprise. So, we're not from the time. I don't know much about what that is, but I was hoping to see if there was anything that Annie maybe had said about the song. As we see Annie Wilson and Nancy Wilson on songwriters. Can you scroll down a little? But down here it says, Catchbox said that the tune is a soft and melodic banjo plays quickly on backup. So it was a banjo that we were hearing there. I'm happy when I say something and it's not wrong, because when I say something and it is wrong, somebody's like gonna pound me for it. So banjo, we got it right there. And there it is. Ann and Nancy Wilson turn out some surefire harmonies. That's the part that you noticed and picked up on, was the harmonies, at least from the start, is what you said, right?
The very first one was the one that caught my attention.
Yeah, a pretty and poetic song filled with dreamlike sea lyric imagery and backed by near classical folk guitar and banjo runs. Now, I don't know how much folk you've been exposed to. I think some of my favorite folk is really just stripped down to a singer, the guitar, and sometimes some drums are in there, but you definitely know some Bob Dylan. I think I tried to play you Blowing in the Wind in the car, and you were like, hey, this was on Forrest Gump, I think. Jenny singing it, right? Is that what you said? Right? And I'm like, I've seen Forrest Gump and I didn't know that. I never picked that up, but
I think that's what it was.
it might be. I don't know. If we're wrong, we're wrong. But you had heard that when you think before Blowing in the Wind. So that's definitely like folk. Bob Dylan started off with a lot of folk, and some people let me know he actually got a lot of backlash when he started using electric guitars and stuff. And people were like, that's not our Bob Dylan. You know what I mean? But you're always going to get that with an artist when they kind of stray from what people were used to and then face some backlash. Look at Metallica when they cut their hair, came out with Reload and Load. A lot of people didn't like that. So
thanks for joining us. That's going to be it for today. If you have any recommendations of other songs we should check out, put those down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out the description.
She's good. She's a natural. She's a natural. She should come back more often, right, guys? I think so, man. I like having her here. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, guys, and we'll see y'all on the next one.
Bye.
Peace.